It's going down. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. U.S. helps Israel, or Israelis, because those people in the land of Israel today are not the real Israelites. They are not the real Jews. Okay, according to the Holy Scriptures, those people in the land of Israel today, they are descendants of Amalek. And Amalek is a descendant of Esau. Okay, the Holy Scriptures describe the true Israelites as being the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians. So it says, U.S. helps the so-called Israelis prepare for military escalation. And here it says, military exercises simulated renewed unrest along Israel's northern border amid a territorial dispute with Lebanon. Israel and the United States have carried out joint military drills aiming to coordinate air defenses, intelligence and logistics in the event that fighting breaks out with armed groups in southern Lebanon, Haaretz reported on Wednesday. Conducted over the last week and overseen by U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, the Israeli Defense Forces, the exercise aimed to prepare both countries for a military escalation on Israel's northern front, according to the newspaper. However, while CENTCOM and the IDF gamed out a number of scenarios, the two sides did not discuss the possibility of active U.S. involvement in Israeli strikes on Hezbollah, a militant group and political organization based on Lebanon, which has clashed on and off with Israeli forces since its founding in the 1980s. It says, this week's drill focused on the potential fighting in Israel's north, as well as how to respond to Iranian involvement alongside Hezbollah in Lebanon, Haaretz said. It says, though United States military ties with Israel were previously coordinated under the European Command, EUCOM, those moves have resulted in increased cooperation between the two sides, including the latest round of exercises. Similar drills had not been held under EUCOM for several years, instead focusing on defense systems alone. The IDF announced that it would conduct exercises along the borders with Lebanon last week, including artillery drills, though did not mention any American involvement at the time. So that's pretty much all I'm going to read there. You pretty much get what's going on here. They're making preparations for in case of if a armed fight breaks out. And the Holy Scriptures speak about that. All these drills and military exercises that are going on is all prophesied in the Holy Scriptures. Now, just a moment. I'm currently at my job, so I had to let this person in real quick. So bear with me for one moment. Alright. He's leaving. Alright, so I have no idea where he's going. Alright, so this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. The Gentiles of Joel 3 and 9 is talking about anybody who is not an Israelite. So if you're not an Israelite, you would be the Gentiles of Joel 3 and 9. So the Gentiles of Joel 3 and 9 consist of so-called white people, those fake Jews in the land of Israel, you Africans, you Arabs, you Chinese and Japanese people, you East Indians, you Africans, okay, you Hawaiians. You are the Gentiles of Joel 3 and 9. If your father's lineage on your father's side does not go back to a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native Indian, then you are not a Hebrew Israelite. And that's according to the Holy Scriptures. Now, Joel 3 and 9 says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And that's the key point. The key point there is prepare war. And how do you prepare for war? By doing drills and exercises. With that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next one.